Well, hi guys. Uh, Today is November the 25th, Sunday. Try this again. Hope that's better. It's 25th of November, Sunday, and it's about 60 degrees. I'm loving this. Been getting a lot of little things done today. Worked on the combine a little bit, doing a few little things here and there. Worked on this wagon, put a tire on this side. Again, this is the third time I've worked on this tire and wheel. Sometimes they can just be a pain in the butt. Third time's the charm. It's holding this time without leaking. I really didn't like this corner up here, so I made a bracket to go in there because of, let's see, probably can't see that crack. There's a rust hole and there was a crack in that side, so I made a piece to come back to about right here on the underside of that and around the front. I think it's better suited that way. I feel better about it, and of course it does have, get to where you can see them, a set of aluminum bows on it, so that'll help hold the extensions. This morning I went to Lebanon to get a new chair for Dad, one of them fancy lifting chairs. You push the button and it raises you up and it reclines you back by the push of a button. So I gotta take this one home. Got back, fixed the tire. Well, I made that bracket and fixed it and got that tire fixed and on there. This wagon should be ready to roll now, barring anything else coming up. But our kink in my armor this whole fall has been weather. And whoops, lack of good weather. It's rained it rained Wednesday night. It rained all day. Well, Friday night about 8 o'clock it started raining. It poured. Rained most of Saturday. From Friday night through Saturday's rain, we got over 3/4 of an inch. Today it's nice and 60 degrees. Great weather to get some work done, but guess what? Tonight we have a 100% chance of rain that changes over to snow by morning and then changing back to rain, and they said we could get up to an inch of precipitation. Now, it's like I've said before, I can't catch a break on rain. I haven't had one opportunity this fall where the soybeans were under 15%. There hasn't been one. There hasn't been that first chance. And, you know, here I am looking up to an inch of precipitation tonight through tomorrow. Again. This is getting to be a broken record around here. And it's not just me. There are, you know, thousands of acres of soybeans in the field still around here. And corn to boot. You know, what are you going to do? I talked to my cousin. He said he's had 10 loads that he's hauled to the elevators rejected. So that was 10 loads he had to haul back to a farm, and they had to figure out how to unload them out of his, you know, his center dumps and put them back in the bin and dry them or blend them or do something with them. Corn, there's been a lot of corn rejected for, you know, high moisture. They don't want it at 24%. If you take it in there at 24%, they're going to hit you so bad for drying charges and shrink that you might as well just give them the corn. So everybody here, around here, has basically been in a holding pattern for 3 weeks a month. We just ain't had the weather. You know, and you can't blame anybody when you look around and, you know, you got water standing there. You go out in the field and look, and there's water everywhere you look out there. And it's, you know, it's not just me in Southwest Ohio that has this problem. It's everybody in Southwest that has this problem. It's, you know, what do you do here? I don't have grain bins. I don't have a dryer. I don't have access to any of that. My grain moves from this farm 45, 50 miles to the southwest down to Cincinnati, down to the river, or about the same distance, 45, 50 miles up to Sabina and or Bloomingburg, which is on the other side of Courthouse, or it has to go to Dayton, which is even farther. But none of them want grain. If you want to go out there and cut it at, you know, 18, 19, 20% moisture, they'll buy it, but they're going to pour it to you on the dock for, you know, moisture, shrink, all that good stuff. And now, with all this wet weather, all the damage to beans and corn. Yes, like I say, it's not just me. It's everybody around here. I mean, every single farmer around here is in the same boat. Very, very, very few are done. Most of them have beans to cut. They've still got corn to shell. But they're like me. They're waiting for this stuff to dry down again. I can walk over the field right now, get some soybeans, and I can guarantee I can put them in my finger and smash them. That's how wet they are. Corn ain't much better. It's wet. And you know, when it rains every other day, you're pretty well screwed. I'm trying to keep positive about this, but it's It gets on your nerves. It really does. I hate to be some of these guys that got, a couple thousand acres of beans and a couple thousand acres of corn to go. I seen some corn today that was the whole field. There was probably 30 acres there in one field, and 25 down the road from it that, like mine, all the tops are blowed out of them, and half of it's flat down on the ground. What are you going to do with it? Can't do anything right now. But this week, like I say, today is 60 degrees. And it's nice right now. Tomorrow, the high will be in the mid 30s, and the low is going to be down to about 20, 22. And it's going to be like that the rest of the week. It'll freeze up the ground some to where we can get across it, but when they're calling for up to possibly an inch, maybe more, depending on how the storm tracks, of rain and snow, well, these beans ain't going to dry out, and the corn ain't going to dry out. And they're talking Wednesday, Thursday of another storm system rolling through. So, all we can do is wait and see what happens. I really, really want these beans cut and that corn out of that field. Every day I'm losing money from deer eating it, but I can't do nothing. Like everybody else. We're all basically stuck behind the 8 ball. I've already talked to the crop insurance, and I really can't do anything until I harvest and start, get some numbers in. So, for the soybeans and the corn. So, we just in a waiting game now. But at any rate, guys, I'm going to get out of here and call it a day. I've got other things I've got to do at home today. I've also got to get a video loaded up and posted for Sunday, which I should have had done yesterday, but that was, hello, Blue Jay. Lots going on this weekend. But I hope each and every one of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And for all the new subscribers, welcome aboard. And stick around, there's lots more to come if the weather ever breaks. We'll see you next time, guys. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Thing of beauty when it's done. See you next time, guys.